Hi everyone, welcome to a video all about my minimalist nail care routine. So that takes us to my self-care Sunday, where I take large portions of the day and dedicate them to self-care, and my nails is definitely something that I'll do within that Sunday routine. Just for context, I have pretty strong, healthy, natural nails, and I don't put anything on them. No gel, no polish, no dip, no color, and I also don't visit salons to take care of my nails. So with that out of the way, let's get into the routine. Let's start off with the first step, which is going to be in the shower, and that's just making sure that my hands and my nails are nice and clean. So this is just the soap that I use on my face, hands, body, feet, the whole 9 yards. It is the Dr. Bronner's 18-in-1 Baby Unscented Castile Soap. And like I said, nothing fancy, but just making sure that my hands are nice and clean before I go in with my next steps. Okay, so now we've hopped out of the shower, and I want to make sure that my nails are like starting to harden again. I don't want to do this when they're soft, or they might be more prone to breakage. So anyways, the first thing that I will do is I will go in and cut any nails that need to be cut. So I will go in and just shorten any nails that I need to. If I have a snag nail, I can cut it down. You know the drill. I go in and I cut my nails if I need to. After that, I will file my nails, paying special attention to any of the ones I just cut. Those definitely need to file, and sometimes some other nails might need a file too if they're just slightly longer than others, or if they just need their shape refined. And I prefer this type of tool as a nail file, just like a plain metal one. I know that there are better glass ones out there for my nails, but I don't want that glass to break, and I take this with me when I'm traveling all the time. So I like this one just for its durability. This is my preferred way to file my nails. And then next up, I'm going back to my nail clippers, and there's this like hidden tool inside of it. It sounds kind of gross, but I use this tiny little edge to actually clean out under my nails. There can get dirt and debris, especially having like really long nails, that can just tuck themselves under my nails and, you know, make a little home there, and I gotta get them out. They're not paying rent, so they've gotta go. I get the dirt out of my nails. There's no delicate way to put that. It is just a necessary step in my nail care routine. And next up is something new that I am using in my nail care routine. It is a polishing block. It has a few different sides. One's just a traditional file. I don't use this. I just use my metal file, so that one I actually omit. I don't really use. This gray side is just to buff out the top layer of your nail, and then both of these white sides are actually to polish the nail. And I like this mainly for two particular reasons. Number one, it is extremely fast to use. Number two, it makes me almost feel like I'm wearing clear nail polish, even though I'm not. I don't know if you'll be able to tell here on camera, but my nails just have this like polished glaze to them. They're very shiny and look like I've done more to upkeep them than I have. It literally took 2 seconds using this gray side to, you know, buff them out and then polish them really quick too. It wouldn't have taken me more than a minute or two. And I actually feel like I have manicured hands. So this is a new step that I have been really appreciating. As someone who does not wear nail polish, I would much prefer to very gently buff out my nails and polish them with this little block, as opposed to wearing a clear nail polish or something like that. So that is the last tool that I go in with, but switching now to a product for my skin. I will simply use my basic CeraVe moisturizing cream on my hands and make sure that I have a really nice thick coat of moisturizer and take the time to gently massage my hands. This is the same basic moisturizer that I use on the rest of my body, but just taking a tiny bit of dedicated attention to my hands and my fingers, again, makes it feel luxurious, at least to me. I also find that that moisturizer is so deeply hydrating that if I have any like dry skin in my nails, you know what I mean, like the dry skin at the very bottom near your cuticles, it helps so much in minimizing the look of that dry skin. It's almost like it magically disappears. And then if that wasn't enough, I also go in with my Dr. Bronner's Magic Balm, and this I use specifically on my cuticles. I use this the same way that most people would use a cuticle oil. It does have a little bit of an oily feel. It is a tiny bit greasy, but not as much as oil. I really don't love using oils on my hands, and this is deeply nourishing without having that like overwhelmingly oily feeling. So I will just simply take a tiny little bit of this and do one small dot on each of my cuticles, and then just massage it in. Again, if there's any dry areas or dry patches, this really helps. And plus, I don't know, it just adds a glow to the fingers. It really makes them look done up, in my opinion. And I find that if I'm disciplined and use this week after week, my nails just keep looking better and better and better. So much so that this is actually the final step in my routine, and I don't feel the need to have any other tools anymore. I used to have things that took away my cuticles. I used to have things to get rid of everything. Every nail tool that you have thought of and dreamed, I had at one point in my life. And the truth is, I just don't care that much about my nail upkeep, but simultaneously, I also don't want them to look like disheveled and completely untaken care of. So for me, this is the happy medium, an actually achievable weekly routine that I always consistently do. And that is the name of the game right now for me in this phase of my life as a mom, just keeping up with a few little things that make me feel like I'm taking care of myself, even if they're fairly basic in nature and don't actually take that much time to do. And another thing, as a minimalist, I wanted to repurpose as much as possible in this routine. So I pulled, my moisturizer, that's the one I use on my face and my body. The cleanser is also what I use on my face and body. The Magic Balm, same thing. And then for the specific tools, I tried to have the smallest collection possible, and I choose relatively inexpensive tools as well. That just keeps things really affordable and extremely condensed for a routine that, I don't care too much about, so I don't want to put too much into. So these are them. These are my natural nails that I have grown to really love and appreciate. Something else that I must say here though is, like everything, like every single one of my videos, this is not a recipe for you. This is not a formula that's going to work for you. I know that I am blessed with nice natural nails. I don't need to do too much to keep them feeling strong and healthy. That absolutely might not be the case for you. For instance, my hair is very dry and damaged and very fine, and it takes a bit more for me to, have a good hair day than it does a good nail day. Every single person is different. And I know that I have, nice, strong, natural nails, and they're easy to take care of. So this is just the routine that works for me for nails. Basically what I'm trying to say, what are you trying to say? I am trying to say that if you don't want to do these big, elaborate nail routines, this is your permission. You do not have to. You don't need to spend extra money if you don't want to on your nails. If you do, that's fantastic. If that is your version of self-care, I love that for you. But if you don't want to, and you're feeling these societal pressures to keep up with having colorful nails, or even dip or acrylic nails, and that's just not something that you're into, you would much prefer to have natural nails, go for it. If you're constantly doing your nails at home, but it's just something that feels like a chore to you, you don't like it, and you don't even really enjoy the effect of having colorful nails, it's okay. You do not need to paint your nails if you don't want to. So I hope this video served as inspiration, because I felt so pressured for so many years to keep up with the norms that I was seeing around me. And it was only when I broke free from that and just said, I'm not going to do that, is when I started to finally become confident. And you might think that taking care of your nails the best way that it suits you is a really tiny thing. But for me, all of those tiny things added up. Doing the skincare that I liked, my nail care, having the wardrobe that I liked, all of these kind of external things that I stopped listening to the world for and started listening just to myself for, really did just start to make me feel a little more comfortable in my own skin. So that was it, my friends. Such a short and snappy routine, and of course, I hope you enjoyed following along to see how I care for my nails. And if you happen to like this video, then feel free to give it a like. If you like me, if you like the content that I'm providing on this channel in general, then definitely consider subscribing. It would truly mean the world to me. Alright everyone, well just thank you so much for being here, and I really hope to catch you in my next minimalism video. Bye for now everyone. Bye!